Hello, my mommies. It's your girl, Davita Catherine. I'm coming back to you with another video. This is a DIY napkin ring holder that I seen at Pier 1 Imports, and it inspired me to make my own Valentine's Day duplicate of it. So I decided that this is what I was going to do. I went to Dollar Tree for all of my items. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Let's go make it. Hey guys, so the materials that you're gonna need to create the napkin holders inspired by Pier 1 Imports are your hot glue gun, of course, some kind of embellishment. You're gonna need shower curtain rings, scissors. You're also going to need flowers of your choice. You're going to need ribbon of your choice and embellishment of your choice. Okay, guys, so I'm going to start off with my curtain rod, which is right here. I got the clear to work with. I am going to start by wrapping the ribbon of your choice, which I chose this pink shimmery ribbon, and I'm going to start by wrapping it around. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to cut a piece longer than what I need. So I'm just going to eyeball it, but I would say it's going to be maybe about 12 inches of ribbon if I had to put a length on it. So I'm going to start out by taking my hot glue gun. I'm going to put some hot glue at the end. And I'm going to put my piece on just like this. And then I'm just going to wrap it through. And this is just to cover up the shower curtains. I'm going to keep doing this throughout the whole thing. And you want to make sure that you pull tight. And in between, what you want to do is just take some of your hot glue. And you just want to pull it through onto the hot glue just to keep securing it in different spaces. So I'm just going to show you up close. So basically what I'm doing is just taking the ribbon, pulling it through just like that, and I'm just going to keep doing that around the entire ring. And you want to make sure you pull it tight because you see here I have an air bubble. I'm going to take that out really quickly because you don't want any air bubbles like at all. And I'm just going to take that and just keep wrapping it around. I'm going to take a little bit more hot glue. And you're going to keep cutting ribbon as you go. But you want to start out with a small amount that's easy to work with to keep wrapping it through your curtain rod. And the curtain rods come in different colors. So if you're choosing a green, Dollar Tree does have a green curtain rod. So that way, if any of the spaces are not covered, you will definitely be able to use the green curtain rod to finish your piece. And I'm sorry that I say a lot. It is just like in my vocabulary. I say it on a normal basis, even when I'm having a normal conversation. So if it annoys you, I apologize. right? So that's basically what you want to do. So I'm going to finish wrapping it off camera, and then I'm going to come back with the next step. Okay guys, so now my shower curtain ring is fully wrapped, and I can show you guys up close what it looks like. This is what it's gonna look like. So I ended up cutting about like 12 inches and then a second of 9 inches to finish covering the rest of the ribbon. And I like to work in small intervals because you don't want to make it too long and then it starts bulking up. So this is what you want to have in the end. So now I'm going to take what I want to embellish it with, and I'm going to start with embellishing the sides. So I hold this diamond wrap in my last video. So what I'm going to do is I would like to put them on the sides going down. So I'm going to take a strip off, and it is self-adhesive, but what I'm going to end up doing is just adding a little bit of hot glue to the sides. And then, I don't know if you guys can see it, I'm going to end up just placing it neatly going down the side and underneath. And then that's what it's going to look like. So I'm going to finish that all the way around the entire ring. But I'm going to leave a space at the top. So it's going to look like this. But for this piece here, I'm going to leave this empty because that's where my flower is going to go. So once I'm finished with it, then I will come back with the next step. Okay guys, so I put all of my embellishment around the curtain rod, or I should say the base of my napkin holder. And what I am going to now do is continue to add my embellishments, which is next going to be my rose. Sorry guys, I'm trying to adjust the lighting so you guys can see. So this is what it looks like right now. Okay, so in order to add my rose, now I do suggest that if you are planning on using this for like an everyday kind of a feel, then I would use a stronger glue like E6000, or Dollar Tree has the Fix-All glue there. But for video purposes, I'm going to be using just hot glue. So I'm going to take this and I'm going to glue it to the top of my flower holder. So I'm going to basically take the whole rose apart, and I'm going to keep it in the order that it's in, and it just basically pulls apart. So it's going to go in this order. And what I'm going to do is I'm then just going to add it to the top of my napkin ring, but I'm going to add it piece by piece. So I'm just going to add a little bit of hot glue up here. And I'm going to add the first piece. And the good thing about it is because there's holes on it, that it the hot glue seeps through. And I'm just going to keep stacking them up until I get to the last piece. Now the hot glue is really, really hot, so you want to be careful about burning your fingers. So it's going to look something like this. So to get the rose effect back, to get it up like this, now you can leave it like this if you like it spread out like an open rose, which that's how I like it. So what I'm going to end up doing is just taking my flower pieces and I'm going to add little dabs of hot glue, and I'm going to string it together in corners just like this. Just to give it a little extra hold. But like I said, if you're going to be using this on your table as something permanent, I would use like an E6000. It'll make it harder, or like the fix-all glue from Dollar Tree, because it'll make it harder, you know, for it to come apart. The hot glue, I'll be able to like pull this apart, and if I chose to, I'll be able to add like an orchid to this base for the springtime, or even just to keep the roses for the springtime. You know, whatever you choose, whatever your, you know, home decor would be. So this is kind of like the basis that you want. See, I like the open look to it. So I'm going to tend to go for the open look rather than pulling it apart. Well, rather than having it all together, I should say. I like this. So this is something as to what you're going to get. And I'm going to add some of my embellishments that I got from Dollar Tree. So I'll be back. Okay, guys, so for the middle of my flower, you see how it's empty here? Now you can stop at this and you can leave it at this, but I'm going to take it a step further because this is for Valentine's Day. Although the one at Pier 1 didn't have it, this is just my take on it. So I found these heart-shaped gems at the Dollar Tree, and they also came in red if you're choosing to do red, but I'm going to choose to do pink. And I'm going to add a touch of hot glue to the back of my heart gem, and I'm just going to take that and glue it right in the middle just like this. And I love the pink on pink. Love it. And that is it. That is it. I think that this turned out beautiful. I'm going to be making 6 of these to fill up all the spots at my dining room table. What I also am going to do is pull any strands of hot glue from around it. And I think this literally cost me $3. Not even. Because you get the whole thing of rings. You get 12 of them for $1, so you can even make 2 sets of 6 out of it. So I want to say this whole thing honestly cost me about $2 to make. The gems I already had, and the rings, they were $1 for 12, and then the flowers, any set of flowers that you get from Dollar Tree, it comes with 6 flowers on it. So you can make 2 different styles of napkin rings for literally $3, rather than paying $3.09 a piece at Pier 1 Imports. So I thought this came out beautiful.